General Hospital January 6, 2025 is here. It shows a fiery explosion that will change lives forever. Willow Tate Corinthos Caitlin McMullen panics over the divorce papers. Isaiah Gannon Sandy Wilson is horrified when another patient is targeted by Cyrus Renaud Jeff Kober. Plus, Cyrus and Portia Robinson Brooke Kerr exchange an intense stare down. It seems Portia might want to take some extra precautions with her life. GH spoilers for the week of January 6th reveal that the preview video begins with Willow. As Willow sits on a bed, she stares at divorce papers. Willow has been served, which means she is getting a big dose of reality. While Willow stares at the divorce papers, which include custody, she fears losing her children. Later in the preview clip, Willow can be heard telling someone that the divorce is going to be a big battle. Over with Michael, he informs Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard that he filed for divorce. As Willow spends more time with Drew King Quartermaine Cameron Matheson, what happens to Michael could look more suspicious. For one thing, there is a fiery explosion, and it appears to happen at Sonny's penthouse. So clearly Sonny was the target, and not necessarily Michael. The scene appears to be pretty intense and jarring, so sensitive viewers might want to prepare. As Michael's jacket and clothes catch on fire, Sonny and Jason Morgan's Steve Burton will eventually try to save him. However, the flames are intense. Then, just when it seems all hope is lost, Michael's arm reaches up and out, indicating he's still alive. General Hospital spoilers for the week of January 6th reveal that the preview clip also shows the mystery killer striking again. It's not clear who the patient is, but one possibility is Michael. Isaiah Gannon Sandy Wilson tells Portia in a pressured voice that someone is running around the hospital killing patients. We know from a different preview clip that Portia ends up banning Cyrus from the hospital. Then, this preview clip shows Cyrus glaring down Portia as she watches him go down the elevator. Portia was already one of Cyrus' targets before. She very well could become one again. Also, expect to see candles lit as tears stream down Carly Spencer's Laura Wright face. It is teased that Carly and Sonny lean on each other after Michael's tragic crisis. Also, Sonny and Nina Reeves' Cynthia Wetros compromise, most likely for the grandchildren. General Hospital finds Willow Tate in for a horrible shock that will upend her life this week. Meanwhile, someone's life is on the line, while a deadly mystery terrifies GH doctors on the ABC soap opera. This week's new General Hospital promo shows Willow Tate shaken when she receives divorce papers from Michael Corinthos. He tells his dad, Sonny Corinthos, that he's filing for divorce. Of course, Sonny's in shock and wants to know what happened. Last he knew, Michael wanted to salvage his marriage. But soon, Willow gets the papers and tells someone that this is going to be a huge fight. Most likely, she's talking to Drew King Quartermaine. Furthermore, it appears that they are headed for a genuine romance on General Hospital. While Willow Tate Caitlin McMullen grapples with Michael Corinthos' Chad Duell decision to divorce her, a tragedy strikes that will change her life more than she can imagine. This week, Sonny Corinthos' Maurice Bernard penthouse goes up in flames. He and Jason Morgan's Steve Burton make it out, but Michael is trapped inside. The promo shows someone caught on fire, and a recent General Hospital leak confirms that it is Michael Corinthos. So Willow may not have to fight for custody of her children. But she is about to become a widow. Even though Willow will be devastated by Michael's death, there will be nothing holding her back from being with Drew. Also, Carly Corinthos Spencer Laura Wright is in tears and looks furious. Then, someone lights a candle at the General Hospital chapel, likely for Michael. No doubt, Port Charles will change forever starting this week. Elsewhere, it looks like Cyrus Renaud Jeff Kober strikes again and injects someone else's with a deadly dose of digitalis. Then, Dr. Isaiah Gannon Sandy Wilson expresses his concern to co-chief of staff, Portia Robinson Brooke Kerr. He exclaims that there is someone in the hospital who is killing people. Of course, Portia is shaken, and later, she comes face to face with Cyrus, who is getting on an elevator at General Hospital. So this week she may start to put two and two together. And she might suspect that Cyrus is behind the mysterious deaths. Indeed, she'd be right. GH is riveting and intense this week. Don't miss a minute to see Willow Tate's life change. General Hospital Monday, January 6th reveal Willow Tate Caitlin McMullen should have through. Meanwhile, Jack Brennan Charles Measure isn't worried. Plus, Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard has some advice for Michael Corinthos Chad duel. Here's what you need to know. First, General Hospital spoilers reveal Willow is distraught. In the promo, she stresses over Michael taking the kids from her. She's holding an envelope, so we're guessing Diane Miller Carolyn Hennessy had her served. We honestly can't feel bad for her in this. The idea that she thought she could take their son to Washington without even letting Michael know is bad enough. But to watch the man she cheated with get sworn in, that's even worse. She really should have expected something like this to happen. It's not like a public appearance was going to stay silent forever, and it was just insensitive and honestly a dumb move to go. Related to this, Carly Spencer Laura Wright vents to Jason Morgan Steve Burton. Specifically, she rants about how Willow's lost her mind. Either Michael told her about that trip, or she saw it online like Michael did as well. And we would not want to be Drew Quartermaine Cameron Matheson, or Willow when she decides to get back at them. Of course, we imagine Jason will once again try to talk Carly down. As bad as what Willow did is, the last thing Michael needs is Carly making things worse, which any retaliation on her part would. In other General Hospital, Brennan is confident they'll find Valentine Cassadine James Patrick Stewart. We're sure his too is feeling bad for having not accomplished her mission and allowing Valentine to slip through their fingers. However, he believes it is only a matter of time before Charlotte Cassadine Scarlett Fernandez leads them to her father again. We're inclined to agree here. As bad as Charlotte feels, and as careful as she might be for a while after what happened, she's still a teenage girl on the run with family and friends she's missing. At some point, she will go online again and Brennan will be waiting. Finally, Sonny advises Michael to tell her everything, or he'll have a problem. By that, we assume he means telling Diane about everything that happened since he found out about Willow's affair, which will include Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, and the baby. Sonny has a point. If any one person needs to know everything, it's Diane, so she can be ready with a strategy. Everything is about to change for General Hospital's Willow Tate in ways she can't even imagine. Not only did she blow up her marriage, but the bad guys just blew up her husband, with Chad Duell leaving GH and Michael likely being shipped off to a burn unit following the explosion at Sonny's Maurice Bernard penthouse. Willow Caitlin McMullen is going to be on her own. Sure, she has Drew Cameron Matheson professing his undying love, but the Drew Willow affair has been turning off fans left and right. We suspect that romance won't last once Willow learns that Drew also slept with her mother. This feels like the perfect time for Willow to embark on a new journey of introspection. And oh, what a journey it should be. Michael said it himself during his talk with Sonny. Willow has done nothing but mold herself into what she thinks other people want her entire life, especially since arriving on the Port Charles scene, that we saw it ourselves when Willow first moved into the Quartermaine Gatehouse to be closer to Wiley, the wholesome and modest third-grade teacher, who was the perfect girlfriend for Harrison Chase. Josh Swickard had to become the perfect woman for Michael Corinthos. As Willow bragged about Michael paying for a private wine course so she could become a connoisseur, we wondered who this character was. Willow never cared about wine before, much less becoming a wine expert. Willow was also highly independent when she first met Chase, but by 2024, she told Drew she could take a pro bono position because she was married to a wealthy man. In 2023, when she had her near-death experience and found Harmony Inga Cadranel in the light, she identified herself only as Michael's fiancée and Wiley's mom. Willow didn't think of herself as anything more than an extension of a man. Now that man is out of her life. So what should Willow do now? Perhaps it's time for Willow to have the story arc fans have been waiting years for. When Willow first regaled her tale of growing up in a cult to Christina, then played by Lexi Ainsworth, during her intervention to break her free of Dawn of Day, she met psychiatrist Neil Byrne Joe Flanagan. He seemed interested in working with Willow, but she didn't seem interested in talking to him. Thanks to Harmony, Neil is now dead because Neil knew that Harmony had kidnapped Willow as a newborn to raise as her own. But Kevin John Lindstrom is still around and might be just what Weeping Willow needs for someone who grew up in a cult and whose alleged mother handed her over to the cult leader to be sexually assaulted when she was barely of age. Willow sure does her best to avoid dealing with the trauma from her past. She tries to forget her past even happened. Heck, her name isn't even Willow Tate. It's really Callie Miller. But she changed it when she took on a new identity after escaping Dawn of Day while pregnant, rather than watching Willow change like a chameleon for the next man who comes into her life. Wouldn't it be fascinating and satisfying to see Willow become her true self, whoever that is? Currently, she is a character who grates on the audience's nerves with her foolish choices and her puzzled look whenever her choices turn out to have consequences. Willow, now a medical professional, didn't understand how her stage 1 cancer was suddenly stage 4 when she neglected to treat it for the better part of a year. She also couldn't fathom why Michael would sue for custody of their children just because she took one of them out of state to be with his uncle, with whom she had an affair. That we have known Willow Tate as part of the GH universe for the last 7 years. Maybe it's time Kevin Collins helped show us who Callie Miller is.